Hello friends, I am happy to be here. My name is Veronica, and with my experience giving you guidelines how to you make a structure to learn this language. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. Okay, I came here to the Netherlands like 14 years ago. I come from Ecuador. I am half Ecuadorian, half Colombian. And my mother language is Spanish. So for me was like to go back all the way to the basis of my Spanish language. That means that I have to relearn what was the grammatica and the spelling of Spanish. I can tell you, I have created to myself a way to make a little bit easier this process. Maybe it's not the fastest, but also not the longest. And it really helps me to improve myself and advance. I learned Dutch in 4 years. The basics to only keep learning more, because Dutch language is a language you probably will never stop learning, but it's more about vocabulary than grammar right now. It is more like this. And I will tell you some tools that I use in the internet that I can show you. I can send you the links below the description box, so you can also check it out in there and try to practice it. Okay, let's start with the first lesson. And this first lesson, I want you to take a pen and a notebook where you are going to learn and write all what you are going to learn here in this courses. Yes, like in the old school, I believe there is no other way how to learn another language like in the old school. So I would ask you first to take seriously these lessons and to put your telephone in airplane mode. I will not recommend anything to can distract you like the telephones. I know you can use it at these days to learn. I believe that the old school, the way how we learn in the past with pen and paper is the most effective way to learn, especially for people who really are impossible to concentrate. This is how I learn, and if I learn it like this, everybody can learn. I assure you, you will learn and speak and listen, but you have to take this very seriously and use as much as possible your concentration. I would recommend to use your computer, your laptop, and a normal dictionary with the language you are speaking, your own language. For example, Spanish, Dutch. So you can search every word, what that means in the dictionary. Okay? Okay, let's start this first lesson. This is an idea to give you a structure to learn, and it will you will see how you will come, how are you going to advance. First of all, I will recommend you to do 3 till 5 sentences. 3 till 5 sentences in your notebook. For example, today I woke up and I eat eggs. Write in your own language 3 till 5 sentences and translate with the dictionary every word in Dutch. Once you translate these words from every sentences, you will check with ChatGPT if it's correct. You will think, why I do not write the whole sentence in ChatGPT to translate in Dutch? I don't recommend for you to do this because the whole action to take the pen, to take the paper, to think about the sentences, to translate every word, the whole action is going to keep you here in your mind and it will remain. The mistakes you made in translating every sentences is going to remain in your brain. It's going to be like a practice as you were talking with somebody else. You are talking to yourself. But if you are reading it from the computer, you will have this immediately answer. You are not interactive with yourself. You are only reading what you are reading there. You probably, because it's your first sentences in Dutch, you also will have it difficult for the pronunciation. ChatGPT is the tool I recommend at these days, and not Google Translate. I really avoid Google Translate because at least for sentences correctly write it, I would recommend ChatGPT. Probably for words, Google Translate is okay, but for sentences, you can ask ChatGPT to give you 3 ideas how to make the same sentences in different levels of Dutch language. For example, you can say, today I woke up and I add X. This is a sentences is made in the past. Okay, you can ask ChatGPT, can you make these sentences in an intermediate Dutch or in advanced Dutch? Will be academic, okay, or a basic sentences in Dutch. ChatGPT is going to give you these 3 options, so you can see also every word what that means in your own language through the dictionary. I hope you understand me what I'm saying until now. What is important for me is that you get an interaction even when you are alone at home to talk. So you are not afraid because somebody is watching you how you speak Dutch. Most of the people are afraid once they are starting learning a new language. It is English or Dutch or French. It's normal. Once you learn it at home, normally you listen to everything what people is saying once you are living here for a certain time and you understand them. You interpret what they are meaning, but you don't dare to talk. And this dare can be long in the time. And you will not advance. What is important for me is that through writing your thoughts, your experience on a paper, you are doing many actions at the same time. You are not only writing, you are thinking, you are analyzing what you are doing, what you are writing. It will take you also back in the grammar and rules from your own language. That's very important. Once you are writing something in ChatGPT, that you write it as close properly to the language. Because we also speak our own languages. I will speak about Spanish. In Spanish, we have in South America many countries Spanish speaking, right? But we talk a Spanish that is relaxed, and Spanish that is not officially in the dictionary. So when you ask ChatGPT to translate this, the meaning is going to be totally different than what you really want to say, because we are used to talk a relaxed language than academic, to compare in an extreme way. I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, I will show you an example. I will put these sentences about I woke up and I add let X in Dutch, so you see how I recommend you to use ChatGPT.